for the land of the free and the home of love. Raise.
Order! Fire! Hey! Fire!
Kids right.
Fire!
Give me my sunglasses too. Mom, my sunglasses.
Order! Hoot! Dismiss.
It took 2.5 years to do this sculpture. You want to meet him? That's why we're having this today, is to meet the artist.
Never give a politician a microphone.
Oh, no, I'm coming out.
Pete, I got a warning. For your years of outstanding service and patriotism to the veterans community of the Central Valley and to our nation, these accomplishments deserve the highest recognition and honor from the California State Legislature. You are a prized individual and a source of pride for our community. Congratulations. This is a certificate of special recognition from the California State Legislature. It has the seal of the Assembly, my signature. Congratulations. Happy Veterans Day, and thank you for all that you've done for the community.
Designed the piece, I made the molds and made the reproductions. But I have a local friend here out towards Sanger that actually converted the wax into a bronze. And then I did the welding and all the finishing work on that. But also to my left, behind the camera here, is my godchild. And he did the coloring on the piece. That's the last thing that we did, was completed and made it this color. You'll see transitions, as I was telling Art. Depending on the area that you live, this could turn green, or it could stay black, or it could go into a brown tone. It just depends on the atmosphere, because the bronze continuously changes. For the last person I could thank is, of course, my family, because they have to be patient with me when I'm designing these things. I'm not the nicest guy sometimes. Work with all these men, and thank all the veterans. Thank you very much.
In my time, I've been up to Yountville, where I met a World War I veteran, Perry. He turns 105 years old this year, and believe me, the tall tales that Perry was telling me, many people, it was truly an honor to meet and to thank him so much to sleep on cold concrete every night. And we need to ensure that we have the resources and help to help veterans, whether they're homeless, whether they need assistance in job training and so forth. And meeting with Dan Hartman and the dedicated folks at the more than 1 million Americans have died in the wars and conflict this nation has fought since the Revolutionary War. And we can never allow ourselves to forget.
Home, everybody now. Light from above, from the mountain to the prairie.
Good morning, Fresno. How you doing? I'm here with Richard Arenas, the sculpture here. Richard, I had a couple questions I wanted to ask you. Number one, how were you contacted for this job?
About 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago, I was contacted by Judge Rodriguez here from Fresno, and told me that the veterans of foreign wars here were looking for someone to design a sculpture. And so he set up a meeting between I and the group here, and we discussed what they wanted, what was the symbol, and possibly cost, and how long it would take.
Secondly, I'd like to ask you, tell me something about the statue itself, any experience that you had while making it.
Well, in the procedure, it's traditional in how I designed it. It's called the lost wax technique, and it's an ancient method of designing bronzes. Usually, I prefer to use like wax to design with. Other artisans prefer to use clay. And what you have to go through some designing, you have to do some drawings, and from the drawings then you get into gridding off the three-dimensional piece, and then from that you start actually doing the designing, using the negative and positive, and removing clay and adding clay, and taking off the wax or adding more wax. And from that you make molds which complete the design, and make your reproduction from the mold, and then after that you take it to the final grade casting.
How long it took you to make the thing?
This process took almost from the beginning to the end almost 2.5 years. Usually it wouldn't take that long, maybe a year, almost 8 months, but there's a lot of people involved, and so there was a lot of meetings going on. So delays as far as getting the pedestal made and concrete.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs about 350 pounds. Probably the rifle weighs about 100, 180. The rest of it is the helmet itself.
Thanks, Fresno. Thank you, Richard. Wonderful piece. We'll see you again.